Fans, it's your boy back with another video. I'm here to recap game one, man. I've seen some ups, I've seen some downs, I've seen some good things, I've seen some normal things that we do. How do I get a performance? It's really a tale of two halves. You know, it really was a tale of two halves. We came out, opening drive, looked good. Vernon Davis made a huge play, which got us in the end zone. Philly came out kind of sluggish. We made a D-stop. Drove down the field, which I really wish we would have completed that second drive. But we got the 3 points. Then the next drive, then of course, scary Terry McLaurin. Everything is advertised. Everything is advertised. Should have had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Everything is advertised. All the Redskins fans are saying, who's Terry McLaurin? Why isn't he playing in the preseason? That's why he's not playing in the preseason. I mean, he might be our best wide receiver, just like I said in the other video. I literally said that. And the O-line, I mean, besides the run blocking yesterday, the O-line wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, Morgan Moses had a critical holding call that stalled the drive and pushed us back. I think we had a couple of false starts. But other than that, maybe one false start. But other than that, I think the O-line played pretty good. Now, like I said, wide receivers, I mean, we had that Terry McLaurin sighting. Trey Quinn's going to get better and better. You see what he can do out there. Paul Richardson's playing his part, and I love Kelvin Harmon. I mean, I love the wide receivers. I think if everybody's talking about Adrian Peterson, about AP yesterday not being there, I think if Jordan Reed would have been there, it would have been a different football game. I really, truly do. Now, with that being said, let's get to the running situation, because a lot of Redskin fans were upset. I mean, a lot of Redskin fans are upset. I didn't do the video yesterday after the game because I didn't want to be too emotional when I did the video. I was real upset. And I think I was just more upset because we was up 20-7 at halftime, and we gave up the lead and just laid down in the second half. Jonathan Allen goes out, the boys start running through the middle, and it was nothing we could do. But, you know, I don't think, but with the run game yesterday with AP, I don't think it was really, even though Geis had only 10 carries or 18 yards, I don't think that's the reason why we lost the game, because of Adrian Peterson wasn't there. But I do believe Adrian should have been there. I do believe it. I think he should have been there. I think they should have split carries or whatnot. I don't know who the player is on special teams that Jay put out on the field that where he couldn't use Adrian yesterday. I really don't know who he was, but I hope he balled out. And but I do think we probably would have did a little bit better if Adrian would have been there with the run game. I really do. I think Geis has to run himself back into what he was before he got injured. And what I mean by that is trust it. You have to, if you haven't had an ACL injury, you have to start trusting your knee again. And I think he had an ACL and an MCL sprain, so he had to start trusting his knee again. I mean, that was his second live action he had since LSU. So I'm not really mad at Geis. I think we should let Geis carry the football again next week against Dallas. I really do. And Case Keenum. Hell, man, Case Keenum ain't played bad football yesterday. You know, I know a lot of people were talking about Dwayne Haskins, wanting Dwayne Haskins to start. I can actually see why Case Keenum is out there starting. I mean, if we get out of playoff contention, I'm all for throwing the rookie in so he can be ready for next year. So I did like Case Keenum. I did like Case Keenum. We had a Jeremy Sprinkle sighting yesterday. He caught a pass. I think, man, once Jordan Reed gets back, keep doing what we did yesterday along with McLaurin and all of that, I think the offense isn't bad as we think. I mean, what really drove me crazy was our strong suit of our football team all summer long, our identity that everybody was saying supposed to be the identity was supposed to be our defense. Now last year when we drafted Deron Payne, I don't know if I don't got too many subscribers, but my subscribers and people that do watch my videos, I watch a guy named Louis T. I watch a few other people too. I watch Redskins Review and I watch, of course, Ed Oliver. I love all their shows. But Louis T said something last year that stuck with me, and I said, now I see why he was so upset. Even though Derwin James is injured right now, yesterday was a good reason why I see we should have got, even though we got Payne now, I like Payne. I love Payne. I mean, he bats footballs down. He does what he's supposed to do. But I see why he was upset about us not getting Derwin James, because just that stuff that Deshaun Jackson did yesterday would have been eliminated. That just wouldn't have happened. Monte has to play better. Monte has to play better at the safety position. He has to. And I think he will. But our problem is Greg Minuski, man. I mean, you could say Jay Gruden. A lot of people are pissed off about Adrian Peterson. I just think Greg Minuski, man, again, just caused a horrible football game. No pressure. I mean, you got a guy like Montez Sweat. Even though he went against an all-pro yesterday, Jason Peters. I mean, we didn't even hear a peep from him. I mean, load up the side. Let them decide who they want to block. And if they don't block Montez, somebody else should come free. Should have been more pressure on Wentz yesterday. It was to the point I was watching the game and the guy kept saying, Redskins sending 3. Why are we sending 3, man? Some of these plays we should have sent in the house, man. We got Buddy Ryan's son as our freaking linebacker coach. I'm sure he got blitzes we could have used yesterday. We got to come at the quarterback. Greg Minuski, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know a lot of fans don't like Jay Gruden as the coach. I don't think Jay's really a bad coach with the hand that he's been dealt. I did say fire Jay at the end of last season. I did say fire Minuski at the end of last season. I did say get rid of our training staff at the end of last season. If you go back to my DJ Swearinger video, I said all that. I said all of that. Go to the DJ Swearinger video. I was avid. I said it shouldn't be nobody in our office but Dan Snyder and the janitors, and we should have had a whole new coaching staff, whole new training staff, whole new defensive staff, whole new scouting department, everything. But I think the scouts did good this year, man. I mean, Terry McLaurin balled out. Cole Holcomb balled out. Jimmy Moreland got a little lost in the sauce, but it's his first game. And I mean, Montez, I need more out of him. And what else? But Cole Holcomb, man, he shocked me yesterday. Donald Penn, he balled out in Trent's absence. He balled out. He really did. He really did. So I was upset, disappointed, mad, angry, all of that at the same time. It was just like when I watched that second half, it was just like, what the hell is going on? I mean, they set tempo from the beginning of that second half. Period. I don't know what Greg Minuski and we got 3 defensive coordinators on our defensive staff. and the adjustments that was made after that first drive with Sproles. Now I know Jonathan Allen went out, and it seemed like a tale of two teams when Jonathan Allen went out. It just didn't seem like we was the same football team, and we caught a few breaks early, but when we came out in that second half, we had no intensity. Defense should have been fired up. Fired up. And plus the tackling on Sproles was just horrible. I mean, the tackling was horrible. Defense lost us that football game yesterday. The defense lost us. I mean, because I didn't expect us to score as many points as we did. I didn't expect Case Keenum to look as good as he did. I did know McLaurin was good, was who he was, but I just didn't think that. I mean, and we missed him wide open again. I mean, that would have been a different game. I really do believe that catch right there, that overthrow right there, along with this, it was like two other plays and a penalty, and I mean the 2-point conversion too. I mean, we got to do better, man, and it's not gonna get any prettier. We got Dallas coming in. You see how they looked yesterday. So hopefully our home opener defense comes with more intensity. Offense gives us more of the same. Special teams didn't look bad. Field goal kicker didn't look bad. Tressway looked stellar as normal. If special teams comes out and play like they did today, well, yesterday. Offense gives me what they gave me yesterday. And defense, you guys are gonna have to. You guys need to have a players only meeting already. Because from what I seen yesterday, what I saw yesterday on defense was absolutely horrible. That second half was absolutely horrible. We just laid down and gave them the game. We had the game. Had it. But other than that, man, hey, what can I say? I don't think it's time to panic. I see a lot of people talking about fire Gruden after week 1. Come on, y'all. I mean, was we really picked to beat the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday? I mean, Philadelphia Eagles is one of the 4 teams that's picked to win the Super Bowl. And we stood in there pretty good with them. We did way better than I even expected. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I want to win the game. I'm cheering for us. And I'm thinking we're going to win the game always. But I really didn't think that we were going to win the football game. But when we came out 17-0, I was like, oh my God, maybe it's some hope. So I just think we still got a little ways to go, but we got a lot of things, man, to look forward to. So, man, don't be so hard on us. Let's come together as fans, man. We're just terrible fans too. That's the other thing. We're a terrible fan base. They say Jay and Snyder's terrible and Bruce Allen's terrible. Hell, man, our fans is just as terrible as Bruce. I'm going to see. I'm going to see this weekend because this is going to tell me something. If I see a lot of Dallas blue in that audience, I don't want to hear shit about any Redskins fans even complaining about anything. I don't want to hear anything about us. I don't want to hear nothing about Bruce Allen. I don't want to hear nothing about we deactivated Adrian Peterson. I don't want to hear nothing about that. What's the other thing that was questionable that Jay did? I don't want to hear nothing about Robert Davis being cut. I don't want to hear anything about any of those things. I don't want to hear nothing about Case Keenum starting over Dwayne Haskins if we got 25 to 30% Dallas Cowboy fans in our audience this Sunday. I'm telling you that right now. If I see that, it's nothing for us to even complain about because we're not even going to the games. Hell to the Redskins.